Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, by the title, you already know what we are going to talk about. So today is more or less like a story time, how I actually became a nurse. Was it my dream? Was it my, did I, you know, was it something that I really wanted to do? Was I forced into it? You'll get to know in this video, okay? So please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's keep rolling. Okay, so I'll start from primary school. Okay, from primary school, there was this maths teacher. I'll call maths teacher who, I think it was no, I think it was in JHS. Yes, JHS one. So he was our maths teacher, and yeah, I think he was also like a pastor or something like that. So there were times he came to class and then he would talk about God and all that. So this fateful day, I mean the class was boring, like almost everyone was dozing off and all of that. And then this man came to class and he was like, why is the class dull? So he just started. He said for today he's going to be, you know, prophesying into everyone's, life. When he gets to you, he will tell you what you'll be in future. So he went around, he'll get to this person, he'll say, oh, you'll be this. He'll get to this person, he'll say, oh, you'll be a nurse. He'll say, you'll be this. This man got to my 10, he looked at me. He was looking at me. He looked at me and then he was like, you'll be a nurse. At that time, even though I didn't know what I had wanted to be, that I just wanted to follow the footsteps of my big sister, who was in senior high school at that time, and she was doing business. She had all this typewriter and all of those things. All of these A4 sheets. She would come home, she would be typing and all of that. Like I was admiring her, the way she does her things. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm following my sister's footsteps. Which one is nursing again? Okay. Okay, so fast forward, yeah, I wrote BECE. I got the opportunity to go to secondary school. Funny enough, the headmistress told my dad I had wanted to offer business because I'm following my sister's footsteps. So I had wanted to do business. This woman looked at my grades and then she's like, I would advise you, you are good with languages, so do general arts. I said, not again. Like, why general arts? Because if I'm to do business, she said my core maths wasn't that good. Not that I failed, I didn't fail, but I didn't like maths. Like, I don't like maths. I didn't like it, I don't like it. I didn't like it, I don't like it. That's it. So she was like, I'm good with, the languages, English, French, Tree, those things, I'm really good at them. So she advised that I did general arts and major in French, literature and English, and I'm so good with reading, guys. You can't just, I read very well. Yeah. Let me just boast. Okay, so fast forward. She advised, and then I decided, okay, why not? So I did the general arts, and I majored in French, literature and English, government and economics. It's not as if government and economics are like easy, courses, or how do you call it? Yeah, they are not that easy. Okay, but I did it. So I think there was a time on campus in school. There was a time like there were these entrepreneurs who came around. These lifestyle coaches who came, and then they were helping us to choose professions. Yeah, and I don't know. All of a sudden, me becoming a business guru, or like a secretary, or I just wanted to be an office girl. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I changed my mind. I said, okay, now I want to be a journalist. Now I want to be a journalist. I'm like, how? Everything just, I said, now I want to be a journalist. So in my mind, I was like, once I complete school, tertiary level, I'm going to pursue journalism. Okay. So fast forward, I completed senior high school. I was at home, At that time, you just had to wait for some time before you could be, admitted into the university or anywhere you want to go. So I was at home. My mom has a shop, so I just went to, help her at a shop. And then at the end of the month, she'd give me something small. So I was there. I told them that I wanted to do journalism, but they didn't want me to. So I was like, I want to go to Ghana Institute of Journalism. My parents said no. I said, why? Why now? This business thing, it didn't work. Journalism too, it didn't work. So you want me to stay at home? No. I mean, like, what is it? So I think there was a time that they went to, my mom usually goes for checkup like every month. So when she goes, my dad would, take her and all of that. So one day they went, their usual, checkup. They went, they came back. My parents called me. They said when they went, doctor said, my mom's doctor asked them that, like, what do I want to be? And then have I bought any forms for the university? Like, what's the way forward? And then they told them that I said I wanted to be a journalist. And then he was like, oh, why not pursue nursing? So my parents came up with their mindset that, our daughter is going to be a nurse. Our daughter is going to be a nurse, whether she likes it or not. So they came and told me that doctor said, go into nursing. I said, I don't want to be a nurse. So I do not want to be a nurse. My mom said, him. My dad said, who is buying the forms for you? We. Okay. So, I just had to, cooperate with them because obviously they are my parents and I cannot do things on my own. Okay. So, surprisingly, my mom also had, she had this lady friend who, I think she was a church member, but then she was also a friend of my mom. And then her daughter was already into nursing, if not completed. Yeah, I think she was a nurse already. And then there was this lady who coached her and helped her, to go into nursing school. So my mom told her friend, and then her friend also introduced me to that woman, the coach, or she was kind of like a mentor, or she's a mentor, like she mentors young girls and boys who want to go into nursing. She would, empower you, encourage you, to go for it. So we were doing some mini classes, she would teach us, what to wear for your interview, how to answer your questions, how to be poised, like all of those things. She was more or less like a coach to us, and the likelihood questions that we should expect during our interview. So, I attended the class and all of that. So there was a time this lady came and then she said, oh, the nursing schools have, they've opened up admissions, and so you can go and buy forms. Okay, so my mates, those I went with, some were buying 3, others were buying 4, they were buying the forms. So me now already, my mind was not there, but so I decided, okay, then I'm also going to buy 2. So I bought 2. I bought my school's one and then I bought another one. So finally, I bought the forms. Luckily enough, I got selected for both schools, those 2 schools, for an interview. I was chosen for an interview for both schools. But my school was the first one, so I went, and then the other one I went. Luckily for me again, I got admitted into these 2 nursing schools. Hey, am I not a hot cake? So I chose my school. Because it is, I think their rules are kind of laid down, like they don't force you. Nursing school in Ghana is completely different. It's more or less like post-secondary school kind of thing. It's not like fully university level. Like there are some schools you really have to take an exam to go, but for my school, it's just free. You do anything that you want to do. So I got admitted, and then I chose my school. And the reason why I chose my school, guys, I'm going to be telling you in the part 2 of this video. So please do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to know what happened, how I went into nursing school, what, everything, the gist and everything. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment in the comment section where you find interesting or anything that you want to ask me, and then I promise you I'm going to reply or answer you. Okay, so please don't forget, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, thank you, and then watch out for part 2. Part 2 will be out soon. Okay, guys. Bye, guys.